Hello YouTube, Shin Tiger Curl here, that dude in the straw hat, bringing you another episode of Random Thoughts. That's right, this is the show where I talk about some topic that just popped into my head and I want to discuss it for a long, varied period of time. And if you couldn't tell by the title or by the fake video or the picture in the video, we are talking about the now main event for WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans, Louisiana this year. It is going to be Brock Lesnar defends the Universal title against Roman Reigns. Now, this has happened before. Main event matches of this like have happened before. They've had main event rematches before. You had your Taker Michaels or your Hunters and your Triple H's and Undertakers and pretty much everything down the list. But I want to talk about why this isn't going to work, because I'm trying to word this in a way that makes sense. But here's the deal. What happened at Elimination Chamber, while predictable, was still very terrible. For one, it is starting to kill the mystique that is Braun Strowman. If you didn't watch Elimination Chamber, Braun Strowman pretty much killed everyone in that match. He pinned 5 guys in that match, took out more than 80% of the overall opposing field by himself. He set a record that night, most eliminations by a single guy in an Elimination Chamber match. But then Roman came in, and he beat him. So they were all just fattening him up just for Roman Reigns to beat him. Now, here's the issue here, and Brian Zane brought it up in his review of Elimination Chamber and the problem overall. And he's right to a point. Because here's the thing. This match happened like 3 years ago at WrestleMania 31. And it was an alright match. Because Brock was just getting into his own, he was still pretty much capable of putting a good match together, and Roman still hadn't found his voice yet as far as in-ring work goes. And that match was kind of saved by the intervention of the champ, the architect, the Kingslayer, Seth Rollins. Unfortunately, this year, there's a lot of reasons why this match is going to suck. One reason, Roman Reigns. The WWE has been pushing this guy on us for about 4 years now. Just shoving him down our face, telling him that this is gonna be the guy. This is the next big star. He's the next Hogan, the next Austin, the next Rock, the next John Cena. And we still aren't buying it because fans, at least for myself, don't like to feel like we're being manipulated or being told who to like and who to hate. Now, I'm not saying this as a hating on Roman Reigns as an in-ring performer or as a wrestler. The guy has evolved greatly in the ring. That goes without saying. His matches have been consistently good over the last couple of months, if not the last few years. But it's the problem that he as a character has not evolved. There really isn't much difference between Roman Reigns now and Roman Reigns 3 years ago when he fought Brock Lesnar. I mean, sure, he's improved somewhat on the mic. Last night's promo of him, the promo he cut on Brock Lesnar was amazing. It finally got the crowd on his side because he was saying what the problem is with Brock, and I'll get to that in a minute. But unfortunately, he's not consistent in that regard. He's not consistently at that high enough level on the mic and in terms of connecting with the crowd enough to say that people want to see him as world champion. People want to see Braun Strowman as a Universal Champion. People want to see Seth Rollins as Universal Champion. People want to see Finn Balor as Universal Champion. Hell, people want to see Miz as Universal Champion or World Champion at some point. And you don't want to know the reason why? It's because Roman has failed to really connect with the crowd on a consistent basis. He does get them to pop for them only when he's showing off what he can do in the ring, but consistently he's always getting boos. And people say, oh, that's just like Cena, so I don't understand what the problem is. People didn't start out hating Cena. They were very supportive of Cena. They were supportive of him when he was United States champion, when he was initially WWE champion. They didn't start turning on him until his character became stale and bland, and they just didn't want to see it anymore, and they wanted to see something different from him. Nowadays, people boo Cena ironically, because they can't say he can't wrestle because he's been the best that he's ever been in the last couple of years. You can't say he's been burying talent because he's been trying to elevate talent left and right. So that kind of comparison doesn't work here. Roman, since his singles push began, people have not wanted to support him, especially after his Royal Rumble win, where they had to bring in his cousin The Rock to try to get him over, and it didn't work. Now, that's the problem. The second problem is Brock Lesnar. Now, I used to be I still like Brock Lesnar. I do. But the problem is that he has the Universal title and he's pretty much not there. The title died when Goldberg took it off Kevin Owens, and then it continued to die on the waist of Brock Lesnar because he's not there. And that's what Roman brought up, at his promo, that he's only there when the money is right. He's only there when he wants to be there. Like, he's not there 24 hours. He's not there 52 weeks out of the year like Roman is, ironically, or anyone else in the roster. He's just there when he wants to be. And that's okay for a special attraction. That's okay for a Shane McMahon or a Triple H or an Undertaker who wrestles like once or twice a year because they're a special attraction. Brock is a champion here. And you can't have a championship main event scene on a show if the champion is not there. You just can't. Because who is everyone going to be chasing after? They'll chase after him when he's there, but when he's not, they can do nothing but I'm just going to fuck around for a little while. Finn Balor should have had a single shot at the Universal title months ago when he came back from his injury. But nope, Brock hasn't been there enough, so he was forced to feud with fucking Bray Wyatt. And we all know how that turned out. And the third problem involved in this is the title itself. The Universal title is dead. You can't. How can the title feel any prestigious when the champion, when the last two champions, one was a 50-year-old man who could barely go 5 minutes without gassing himself, and the other is a big hoss dude who wrestles the same match against everyone else, who doesn't seem like he's putting in an effort, and who's only there when he wants to be. That doesn't give prestige to the title. It makes it feel less than, because it feels like Brock doesn't take the belt seriously. Like it's just a piece of jewelry to him. While on SmackDown, you got AJ Styles as world champion. AJ Styles. It goes without saying that guy is amazing. Phenomenal. He lives up to the title. And the title is even more prestigious because of it. And the last guy who held it was Jinder Mahal, one of the stronger booked champions in the entire company. Not saying his run was all that great, it was pretty passable, given how he was booked and the kind of promos he had to cut, but he has improved since losing the belt. And if he continues to improve, I want to see him get another chance at the title again. But yeah, Jinder Mahal has wrestled more and appeared more on SmackDown than Brock has on Raw as Universal Champion. So that just says something. So now we have this rematch from 3 years ago. And like Brian Sane has said, neither of these guys have evolved a lick. Brock's still the suplex king of Suplex City. Roman is still the one-man nation that he always is. There is nothing compelling or interesting. This was the most predictable world title match in WrestleMania history. It was predictable because we saw it coming a mile away last year when Brock got the belt off of Goldberg. Everyone knew that they were building up to this match. And that's sad. And what's even sadder is that this will be the fourth time that Roman Reigns has main evented WrestleMania. Even though the crowd and in large part does not want him and does not wish to see him main event again. And it's just gonna, and this will be the 3rd year in a row where he will be booed out of the building for winning. Yeah. So there's that. But anyway, I really not looking forward to WrestleMania this year, but I am looking forward to it from one match: Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles. And I probably should do a video on that because there's a lot I want to talk to you about that match and how much I'm excited for it for a lot of reasons. But yeah, that is the one title match I'm looking forward to. Depends on how well the card is booked up this year, but as far as world titles go, Lesnar versus Reigns 2 is not on my high up to-do list to watch. If anything, I'll probably just take a nap during it and just say, oh, wait a minute, Reigns wins? Oh, really? Yeah, boo Reigns, I'm going to sleep. So yeah, those are my random thoughts on Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns 2 for the Universal title at WrestleMania 34. And that has been my video for Random Thoughts. If you like what you see, link, comment, subscribe below. That's what you all got to do. Support the channel is easy because this is an ad-free channel. My Patreon is in the description. Patreon.com/ShinTigerCurl. And anything is, I would expect at least $1 from one of you, at least $1 from you guys. That's all I'm asking for. It's just $1 for right now. And hopefully, also, if you still want to know what my next video is going to be, there's my last update channel. Go in there and make a comment so you guys can vote on what you want to see out of me to do next. So until next time, it's been Shin Tiger Curl, that dude in the straw hat, saying good day. And damn, this is going to be a boring one.